good morning. So I think I call these my Sunrise Tuesdays, but honestly, there hasn't been a sunrise in about 3 weeks, and it's currently raining out here again while I'm sitting out here. So I thought I'd give you at least Dash following his sticks this morning. So we changed views today. Since the sun is definitely not going to come up on the horizon, I went ahead and changed where I'm facing. Give you a different view at least. So sometimes the sun isn't going to come up on our Sunrise Tuesdays, but at least I'm consistent, and you get to see what it's like every Tuesday at sunrise time here on the beach. So today I was going to talk about friendship, and I was thinking about an unlikely friendship that I've had in my years. And it's probably one of my best friendships that I've had, longest lasting and most meaningful. And it was from when I was a little kid. So when I was a little kid, my dad was a forest ranger. And until I was 7, I lived on a state park with my family in the forest ranger's house. And I apologize, but you're going to hear Dash chewing on sticks behind us. And that was a pretty cool place because there was a deer pen near our house that they put deer that were hurt, and then they lived the rest of their lives in this deer pen. And people who came to the state park to spend the weekend there or the week camping would come visit the deer. And as a 5-year-old kid, I would go across our field and go basically visit all these cool people that came to the deer pen each day. And my mom said it was my collection place. I would go over there and say, "Hi, I'm 5, my name's Brianna. I have some rabbits. Would you like to come see my rabbits?" And she said the next thing you know, I'd be holding somebody's hand and dragging them across the field to come see my rabbits, which, obviously this is a different time and place. But one day I met this older couple that were retired, and they had come from Washington State. And I asked them to come see my rabbits, and they started talking to my mom. And they were a very sweet couple, and they invited me to lunch, to come to their campsite and have lunch with them. Again, a different time and place. And I had lunch with them, and I was 5 at the time. They were probably 70, and we became friends. And even though they lived in Washington State, and even though I was 5 and lived in Maryland, we would write back and forth, and they were my pen pals. I called them my pen pal grandparents. And for years, we wrote back and forth, and I would send them my report card, and they would send me pictures of their grandkids. And it was a really nice relationship. And I didn't see them in all those years until I was 21 and I was getting married. And just because they were very close to me, I sent them a wedding invitation, not really expecting them to come. I hadn't seen them since I was 5. But they sent back a letter and they said, "Hey, we're going to get on a Greyhound bus." And by now they're they're in their mid-80s at least. "And we're going to come to your wedding." So they got on a Greyhound bus, I kid you not, got on a Greyhound bus and came all the way across the country to come to my wedding. And if that wasn't enough, they brought me a photo album filled with the letters that I had written them since I was 5. They had put every picture and every letter into this photo album and gave it to me. And man, what a meaningful gift. I still have that. I read it all the time. It's like looking back in my past in the mindset of my 5-year-old, the 7-year-old, the 10-year-old, and in the 16-year-old. And the changes of confidence that happens in a kid. I'm great. Look at how wonderful I did on my report card. Now I'm feeling some insecurities. I don't feel quite as confident. And all those things came through in all those letters. And what a wonderful gift. So despite the age difference, despite the geography difference, they were some of my very best friends, and they're no longer with us. But man, I think of them all the time. I think of that album. I think of them. What a meaningful part they played in my life. And so if my kids make fun of me that when I go into Safeway, they're like, "Do you know those people that you were just talking to?" And I don't, but I always tell them, I'm like, "Well, I do now." Because it's just great to get to know people. And sometimes the treasures of friendship come in the most unexpected places. So don't discount them. It might be the most meaningful friendship you ever have. So just reach out to people, say hi, get to know them. You may discover you don't like them, and that's fine too. Or you might discover the best friendship ever. So hope you guys have a great day. There's not going to be a sunrise. If there does happen to be one, I'll take a picture. But I'll leave you guys to listen to the birds and watch the waves come in. There's not many waves, there's little teeny tiny waves. And you can listen to Dash chew sticks behind me. So have a great day, everybody. And if you have a story about a friend that you have, or just a comment about a friendship that you've made that was unexpected, I'd love to hear about them. It might inspire the rest of us to reach out to some people we wouldn't normally had. So have a great day, everybody. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I hope you guys have a great week. See you next Tuesday.